Noble sailing vessel Starlight 16.
Water tanker Noble.
Oh yeah, Noble Starlight. Just wondering if you intend to continue your course. If so, I can pass astern of you.
Yeah, actually I'll be dropping my anchor in 1 mile as per the port controls instruction.
Roger that. I will come astern of you. Get out of your way.
Okay. I'll be coming around more, about 30° more to port. I'll be coming.
Oh, roger that. In that case, we'll go to start.
You can pass from my starboard side.
Oh, roger that. Thank you, sir. So I just had a quick chat to this tanker here, Noble. Yeah, nice guy. And he's just informed me that he's about to drop his anchor in about 1 nautical mile. He's doing about nearly 5 knots. He's going to turn to port about 30 degrees, so if we maintain our course now to starboard, we should stay well clear of him. So you don't need to worry about the traffic except for the Chinese ships. Just have a talk to them and you know, work out a plan. It's easy enough. Very professional, most of the vessels around here. So we need to round this point to start our run down to Port Dickson. Once we do, we'll get a more favourable wind. And we look like we've got a nice big rain band / thunderstorm bearing down on us from the east. The big question is, how much is it going to pack? It doesn't look particularly big on the radar, so hopefully not too much. And we may get around this point before that rain band hits us, if we're lucky. If not, we won't be lucky. Whatever. Not much you can do once you're at sea. It is what it is. Just got to work with what you get. Home sweet home. We're in the basin of a marina that's apparently going to be constructed at some point in the future. And so we've got Starlight. You're just inside this tiny little basin here. It's a beautiful little spot. It's very, very sheltered. And there's a little sunset tour boat here that operates. Made friend with all the local dogs. And there's quite a few. But at least they're here, they're treated well. So they're not, you know, they're not skittish and angry and frightened and stuff. At least here they're treated well. Not exactly clean, certainly not trained. I don't even think they got names. Oh yeah. Can you tell I miss my dog in Australia? Yeah. So my dog Bender is a my dog Bender, I can't even think of the name of the breed. Oh, I'm tired and exhausted. No, that's sneaky little bastard. They just want to say g'day, don't you? I miss my dog Bender. There you go. Yeah, sad to say goodbye to Bruce on Astrid.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of miles together, seen a lot of good weather and bad weather, good anchorages and bad anchorages, supported each other. That's what buddy boats are all about, really. But you cruise loosely in company, so you've got to do your own thing. He's doing his thing. He's moving on. We're staying for a little bit longer. Good little anchorage here. This is a little basin right beside Admiral Marina in Port Dickson. It's a marina that is going to be developed but hasn't been done yet. And the entrance inside is around about, as near as I can tell, 2.1 LAT for those following in our footsteps. So you want to make sure you've got a little bit of tide there to get in. And the shallowest part is right in at the entrance to the end of the basin. The rest of it's not too bad. It's probably another 3.7, 2.1, so probably another half a metre on top of that is the shallowest further out. But it's very calm in here, very cheap. Yeah, it's a bit rickety, but it's not too bad. No power, no water, but gee, it's safe as you can get. Like, you know, there's no fetch in here at all. It's not more than a couple of 100 metres in circumference. Sorry, in radius. Yeah, it's morning here at Port Dickson. We're moving from the little marina that's under construction, the basin. We're moving around to Admiral Marina, which doesn't have a great reputation for maintenance, especially recently after COVID. I think that's a financial issue. Hopefully they'll address it. But we're going to go anyway. So we booked in this morning. It's only a short move. It's less than a mile probably to go from one to the other. Not any real gotchas here. Minimum depth going into that basin was 2.1 LAT for those who are heading that way. And so far heading towards Admiral Marina we haven't seen really less than about 4 metres LAT in the shallow area. But we're still to make the entrance. We're going to go back into our berth, tie up, and then we're going to go enjoy a hot shower. Getting a nice solid thunderstorm here in Admiral Marina. We're waking up about 4 o'clock in the morning. Admiral Marina is not very well maintained, so normally I wouldn't be concerned, but I'm a little bit concerned here. Wow, must be. Anyway, just going to keep an eye on it. There's a little bit of swell getting in here, but I think we're mostly protected. And as long as these cleats hold out. Wow. As long as these cleats hold out, we'll be good. You can see on the radar here where the thunderstorm's starting to sort of form around us. Pretty widespread, so it looks like it'll be with us for a while. Anyway, I'll just get out of bed, keep an eye on everything. Make sure everything's good. Hope so. We're definitely riding it right now. Ow. Unfortunately the GoPro doesn't give a lot of light. So the wind is coming in from the north or northwest from this particular thunderstorm, which means that the swell, whatever fetch this builds up, is going to come into the marina. I was warned yesterday by another vessel here in the marina that things weren't great with the walkways and the cleats, etc. And to put some extra lines onto extra cleats just in case, and I did that. So, you know, we've got plenty of lines on. I don't think it's going to be an issue. The wind pumping through here at the moment is probably only about 20-25 knots, something like that. It's really only the fetch and the waves that might come into the marina. It's not happening yet. At the moment we're getting a tiny little swell. The marina is prone to that from the north. So hopefully it doesn't get a lot of chance to build up too much. Now it looks like most of it's passed over us now. It took about half an hour, I guess. According to the radar, it's still pretty widespread, so we can expect it sort of around us. But the wind front was only the part that worried me. And that seems to have settled right down, so that's good news. I'm going to go back to bed. Well, we decided to take a walk out of the marina, Admiral Marina today. And we're going to take a walk up to the supermarket. Bit of a walk, a bit further than we thought. But hey, it's not terrible. Been a few restaurants along the way too, so we got to stop in and get a cheap feed, hopefully. But I think this more than this, yeah?
This one.
So we've had another boat come into the marina here, parked beside us. Lovely couple, one guy from either the US or Canada, I'm not sure, and his wife, I think she's Polish. And they've just bought a boat in Singapore just in the last week. And they've come up, they brought their 2 dogs with them, and it's really cool because they've immediately come and made themselves at home on our boat. And we miss our dog and our cat in Australia. They're really nice to have a couple of poochy visitors. And they're checking out everything, they're having a great time.
Sit. Give me your hand. This one. This one. Ow! Give me your hand. This one. Oh, this one. This one. Okay. Good.
Anyway, it's always nice to have a little bit of extra company. I don't know what it is with other people's dogs, but I always love to talk to other people's dogs. I guess because I don't have the hassle of having to deal with them and feed them and take them to the beach and get them to the toilet. It's lovely to have their company, you know. Dogs are such accepting animals. You know, they don't really want much from you except a bit of love and a bit of food. Guys, I'm just going to introduce you. So this is an up and coming new YouTube channel. You should definitely check out. It's Sailing Swizzle. And these guys, they came in behind us silently, sneaky, ninja-like in the middle of the night. No, actually it was a morning, wasn't it? I think I was asleep. And yeah, we've been berthed together, and we're leaving here tomorrow by chance, not at the same time, but both leaving at the same time. So you'll see this one coming up, Sailing Swizzle, and they got 2 fantastic little dogs on board, Binks and FIFA. They came over for a little play date the other day and checked out our boat. There's really cool little dogs, 2 little rescue pups that the guys are taking care of. And Sailing Swizzle is heading all the way to Thailand to do some diving, so really look forward to that stuff. By the time you see this video, I reckon their videos will probably be starting to produce some underwater diving stuff. And the one thing I've noticed is that these guys know how to use a camera and I don't. And Swizzle's a beautiful little boat. Tell me a little bit about her.
She's a 1974 Halbert Rassie. I just have a thing for older boats because they use a lot of fiberglass, have a nice thick hull. She can take a beating.
Yeah, beautiful. Anyway, so keep your eyes out. If you haven't already, I'll put the link in the down the bottom thingy for Sailing Swizzle. Make sure you check it out. If you like what we're doing, you're going to love these guys. So yeah, check them out. Very sad day this morning. Tan has sort of been stuck through COVID and so on in Australia with me, you know, married. But she hasn't been home for 4 years. And now we're in Malaysia, in Port Dickson. The opportunity's come up and her visa is going to run out before mine. So we're taking the decision that Tan's flying home to Thailand to see her family, first time in 4 years. But we haven't been apart for such a long time that it's going to be difficult for both of us. She's only going for 1 or 2 months on a, like, shut up crybabies, but it's going to be a tough day. Give me a kiss. And then I'm going to continue on for 1 to 2 months as I head up towards Thailand, and then I'll meet up with Tan up near Thailand. So you guys get the pleasure of my company alone for the next month or 2, depending on how long we've managed to stay apart.